When Richard Branson launched Virgin Records in 1972, the music industry had no idea it was about to be disrupted by a scrappy, fearless startup that would redefine creative risk. Born out of Branson's student magazine and discount record mail order business, Virgin was the brainchild of a 22-year-old entrepreneur with little money but a massive vision. What began as a countercultural experiment quickly evolved into one of the most influential and daring record labels of the 20th century. The first major release under Virgin Records set the tone. Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells, a sprawling instrumental masterpiece that many major labels refused to touch. Branson, ever the opportunist, took the gamble. The album not only launched Virgin as a serious player, but became a global phenomenon, especially after its eerie opening was used in The Exorcist. That early success gave Virgin the credibility and capital to take bigger swings, which Branson was more than ready to do. One of the label's most infamous moves came in 1977, when Virgin signed the Sex Pistols. Every major label had dropped the band due to their profane, anarchic behavior, but Branson saw their raw energy and controversy not as liabilities, but as assets. Virgin released their now iconic album Never Mind the Bollocks, Here's the Sex Pistols, an LP that didn't just shake up punk rock, it terrified the establishment. Branson and Virgin weren't afraid to court chaos if it meant changing the game. Virgin's catalog quickly diversified. They signed Genesis during the Phil Collins era, helping the band transition from prog rock to global pop stardom. They also backed genre-defining artists like Culture Club, UB40 and Simple Minds, whose synth-heavy, chart-topping hits helped define the soundtrack of the 1980s. By 1990s, Virgin had solidified itself as a global label with international reach. It was during this time that the Smashing Pumpkins joined the roster. With albums like Melancholy and The Infinite Sadness, Virgin embraced the band's ambitious, emotional, and genre-bending style at a time when alternative rock was at its peak. Virgin's faith in bold, conceptual music paid off with massive sales and a fiercely loyal fan base. But Virgin wasn't just about chart success. It was a haven for artistic freedom. Branson's philosophy, trust the artists, let them take risks, made Virgin a magnet for visionaries. It's that same ethos that allowed Branson to grow Virgin into a global brand with ventures in airlines, media, and even space travel. But music was always its heartbeat. Though the label changed ownership over the years and eventually became part of Universal Music Group, the spirit of Virgin Records still resonates. Its legacy lives in every label that signs artists for their message, not just their marketability. It's found in every act that chooses integrity over formula. Virgin proved that rebellion could be profitable, that weird could be wonderful, and that betting on the misunderstood could lead to masterpieces. Even today, the Virgin name still conjures images of boldness, of pushing boundaries, of putting art first, and trusting the audience to catch up. Virgin Records wasn't just a label, it was a revolution with a logo.